All right. Very good afternoon, evening, or otherwise time-appropriate greetings to you folks here on SpeedGaming 4. Welcome to the Metroid Prime Randomizer Weekly Race. We got a good one for you today, folks. We've got Pyro Paper Planes and Op82, who will be racing for you. We got a total of 8 runners in the pool today. I'm Captain MD13. I'm joined by Robo Scout. How you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm a bit stuck out away from my computer right now, so I wasn't able to participate, but fortunately there is nothing stopping me from participating my lovely voice to this stream today.
It's always good to have a buddy in times like this. We're hoping for a good seed. What are you looking for today?
Well, I mean, there's always my favorite, good old bombs and biohazard containment, followed by like an early run through mines. Those are always just my favorite seeds to just see in players, just because you don't really going through mines with low E tanks really changes things. But of course, it's not really a high possibility, but I'm hoping the seed surprises me.
Surprises you, eh? I'm
Yeah.
okay with that. Now, we have just been given the green light in the race time room, so that means we should be casting off here in just a few seconds.
Yep. Of course, usual restream delay. And then delay between. Oh, and you were right. Yeah, unfortunately, we had to deal with so many technical issues earlier, but should be done for now, and we can just get on to the best part of the race, the prime.
Indeed. Looks like we've got everybody going straight for the SJF. We're going to see what's in Alcove. Ooh, having a little bit of trouble here.
Only an E-tank, unfortunately.
Yeah, you still won't say no to early E-tanks, to be fair. Ooh, looks like Op fell down the cliff.
That is true. Ooh, and that's plasma under the ship.
Okay. Alright, and we are on odd settings today, so we will have vanilla elevators, nothing special.
Yep.
So, nothing in Alcove. Interesting with main power not main power bombs, plasma beam being under the ship. Sorry, we were talking about main power bombs in our Echoes Weekly yesterday, and main power bombs were in a dumb spot. But let's see.
Alright. Yeah. I think that was a ball and grapple edge?
I want to say it was something unique, but I'm not 100% sure. That is missiles in the half pipe, though.
Yeah.
Is that a suit in Vault Ledge?
Calm stream.
Yeah.
See, what's in Ruin Nursery? Missiles.
Yeah, it looks like
As usual.
All the way to Hive Mecha. Yeah, we're gonna have to go all the way to Hive Mecha for our starting item. Granted, the seed expects you to do that regardless, but even still.
Yep. Unfortunate, but unexpected.
Let's see if we can get another look at Vault Ledge here. Yeah, still not a brilliant look, but it looks like Pyro nailed the Hive Mecha skip. Gets a pair of missiles for the trouble.
Yep. Good old Chozo.
Now, if there's anything I've noticed with these seeds, it's always after Hive Mecha things start to speed up. It's never in Hive Mecha.
Yeah, Hive Mecha doesn't. I mean, there's only 3 items that can be in Hive Mecha in the first place.
Yeah,
so
missiles, bombs, and space jump. Missiles, morph ball, and space jump, right?
Yep. Or at least with vanilla settings, that's the only things that can be. Since with vanilla settings, your first item will always be Hive Mecha, and those are the only items that can give you another check without any other items. Although, I Actually, do you think that might not truly be the case with some of the things? I believe. Could Varia let you get into something like maybe? Oh wait, never mind. Not Triclops Pit. Yeah, never mind. Varia wouldn't get you anything in Magmor, as you'd need something else for all the items there.
Yeah, you would need like missiles for Lava Lake and all that jazz, and
Space Jump and X-Ray for Triclops Pit. Morph Ball for Storage Cavern.
that looked like something important. That looked like a beam at. That looked like wave maybe at Ruin Shrine. Let me confirm.
I would
that
say,
back.
I would say maybe Plasma, but we already know where that is.
And Pyro is going straight back to landing site to check hints.
Yep.
That was definitely something that looked a lot like Wave Beam in Ruined Shrine. Alright, so I think it's, we are going to find out what our 6 artifacts are today.
Yep. Yeah. It does look like Pyro's heading off to check Root Cave first. Interesting.
Bad idea.
Yeah. Note there is some minor debate about whether it's in this situation it's better to check Root Cave or Artifact Temple first. Personally, I'm in the favor of Artifact Temple just because then there's a greater chance you'll get Space Jump before doing Root Cave, and that you will be able to get the upper Root Cave checks. But
Well, on the subject of Root Cave.
yep, there's Grapple Beam. Of course, that doesn't let you get Root Cave items by itself, but that's still. And actually, I don't believe Pyro actually needs Grapple Beam for anything. I believe he's able to skip anything, but it could give him some clues about where Logic intends them to go.
Yeah, it might be, I think the Logic requires it, but Heart required, yeah, you don't need Grapple for anything. It's weird. Grapple Beam is, I think, Kirby Master best described it. Prime 1 Grapple Beam, it's like, meh, mean beam. Prime 2 Grapple Beam, it's like, it's not so bad. Prime 3 Grapple Beam, oh no, please, I don't want to do Elysia. Well, Grapple Swing specifically.
Yeah, mainly just because scan dashing is so strong in Prime, you can use it to substitute for almost anything you would need Grapple Beam for.
Exactly.
Yeah. That being said, of course, some of these dashes can be quite a bit tricky, and newer runners, you will still grab Grapple Beam for certain checks. I know Quarantine Monitor and Magma Pool are probably the 2 hardest checks to skip, but Root Cave also gives a lot of newer runners trouble. I believe it's almost a rite of passage to have trouble with Root Cave.
Yeah, I think it's about as annoying as the in-cache 2 scan dash in Echoes. That's one that I've still yet to master. What do we got at Artifact Temple? We've got Space Jump Boots.
Yep.
And our artifacts today are not going to be looked at right away. Apparently I was coming in a little bit quiet earlier on the stream. Hopefully doing a quick mic shuffle fixes it there. But yeah, still no view of the hints from Pyro, so we'll see where our 6 artifacts are. Any
Yep.
particular favorites?
I'm always fond of cursed locations.
So you want to see Biohazard, not Elite Research, Elite Quarters?
Yeah, possibly, definitely, maybe.
And it looks like Pyro's gonna go to Root Cave now without X-Ray, which is fine.
Oh, and Alp is checking his hints. Let's see. Storage Depot A, Fiery Shores, Joyce Ruins East, Transport Tunnel A, Life Grove Tunnel, and Overgrown Cavern. So, nothing too bad.
Yeah, that's not too bad today.
Yeah. Storage Depot A can be a bit trolly sometimes, but it's far from that bad. And of course, Life Grove Tunnel is Life Grove Tunnel, but Life Grove Tunnel isn't infamous for the required checks.
Yeah, no, Life Grove Tunnel is not the absolute worst thing in the universe these days, but yeah, I would say I'm actually surprised Pyro's not getting. Oh,
there's Morph Ball.
It's locked by X-Ray. Fascinating.
Yeah, that is an interesting observation. That could, if X-Ray ended up being required, that could give some clues about where it is.
Now here's the next $1 million question: is Pyro going to immediately grab Plasma? I was about to say, why isn't Pyro going to get Plasma? Because he scan dash left for a second, but yeah, Pyro's going back for Plasma. So with that, you think he's going to double back and double dip for not Root Cave, Arbor Chamber?
Makes sense. He clearly knows the trick. And I believe he morphed immediately after getting it to check if he had bombs. So I believe he is aware Root Cave is in play, or Arbor Chamber. Although it looks like he's going to head over and check for a crash site first.
Might even, actually we can't get to the other, actually we can get to the other side, we just can't get to Overgrown Cavern because we don't have Ice Beam, never mind.
Another E in, for a crash site. Fortunately, we couldn't, that the runners couldn't grab, the artifact up there while we're there, but Ice Beam's gonna Ice Beam.
Yeah, it looks like, and with Wave Beam in, at least what we think is Wave Beam in Ruined Shrine, I bet you that's Pyro's next stop, because that's also, not logically, but it's also, Tower of Light access.
That is true.
So yeah, this is an interesting start we have here. Very unconventional.
Yep.
And yeah, Op went for Plasma immediately and is essentially following in Pyro's Space Jump boot steps here.
Yep.
And
Looks like Pyro's triple dipping into Root Cave.
Yeah.
Bit of unfortunate routing, but not really much you can do about it with where Morph Ball was.
Well, I think this was a forced, depending on if Arbor Chamber was required. If that is the case, this was a forced double dip anyway, because you needed to go to X-Ray Visor, then go here to swing through for Grapple Beam, and then come back. So.
Yeah, that is true. Logically, logically.
Oh my goodness.
Oh boy. That's.
So all of this, so Morph Ball is Morph Ball and by extension Plasma Beam and Varisuit are locked currently by X-Ray.
And now I'm curious where Pyro is going to go because he just got Varisuit, and it looks like he is heading down to Magmore.
Interesting play though. Without Wave Beam, won't be able to access a couple of the backside areas. Looks like he's just going straight through to. Oh, sorry.
Looks like we're gonna probably end up seeing some route divergences. I imagine some runners will be hesitant to dip Magmore right away and will head back to Chozo.
Yeah,
Although who knows, considering Magmore has been stack more recently.
Yeah, that is one thing I've noticed about 2.5 seeds, is that lately Magmore and to a lesser extent, Fendrana have been a bit more stacked. But looks
Yeah.
like Pyro's going straight for the Fiery Shores artifact, so that's early. That's in lower Fiery Shores.
Mm.
That looked like, I don't know if that was a missile combo or something in...
I think it was either Ice Spreader or a nothing. It was white, I know that.
Alright, looks like Op also got various suit as well.
Yeah.
Very
Speaking of nothings, there is currently a bit of a debate on what to do for them in the community. It was originally sparked by some debate about technical issues, but some people don't like nothing, so they mess up. If any of you have an opinion on what we should do with nothing, by the way, that's Wave Beam.
Okay.
Feel free to go into the Discord and take the poll on what we should do for the new rules, because we would like to have some community input on how to shift the rules further.
Well, that's interesting. So that's locked by Boost Ball.
That is interesting, and now that leads to another interesting question of what is in Ruin Shrine.
Yeah, because I'm pretty. It might have been a nothing, all things considering, because it looked big and whitish.
Maybe it was Ice Beam?
I don't think so. But on the subject of Ice Beam.
On the wow. So yeah, I'm guessing it's probably just a nothing in there. And that's a Powerbomb expansion right in there. This well, Stackmore has certainly struck again.
Absolutely.
Now, of course, oh no, Pyro doesn't have bombs right now, so he won't be able to get through Lava Lake unless he gets a very lucky power bomb drop.
Ooh, yeah, that would definitely require some good luck right now.
Yep.
Might decide to go for Short Tunnel instead.
That is true. That is. Although I believe he scanned it, and I don't think it could. Looks like Pyro has recognized this and is heading around.
Scanned it about 80% and then abandoned it.
Yeah.
But hey, you've heard of Ice Beam before Flogger? How about all beams before Flogger? Yeah, very interesting that, I guess it must have been a nothing in Chozo, otherwise I would have most definitely expected one of our runners to turn around and go straight for it by now. But I guess not. A lot of Chozo is wide open now, too.
And it looks like Pyro is going for Short Tunnel, I'm guessing. Oh, never mind, that's Boost Ball.
Okay, so that puts the Wave Beam into logic. We're still looking for X-Ray, though, technically.
Yep. Ooh, and it looks like Pyro is going for the Lava Lake power bomb.
Ooh, gutsy play.
Mmm.
Yeah, because for those who are not familiar with Prime 1's drop system, it is not exactly brilliant, to say the least.
Yeah, it's very. It's just flat power, just flat RNG rates, no matter what's happened, and because that, Powerbomb RNG can be a very, very cruel mistress, as I believe by default they only have a 6% drop rate.
Yeah, it's a very low drop chance.
Yeah, it might be 2, honestly. Let's see, will Pyro get lucky?
That's a missed drop. I don't see one.
Yep, unfortunate. It looks like the dice did not come out in his favor.
Now, here's the question. Do both walls reload if you reload the room?
Yes, they do.
Okay. Alright, so yeah, let's see where Pyro decides to go next. Plenty of options on the table here. Like we said earlier, with all these beams, we can, like, almost full clear out Chozo.
Yeah. And if he gets access to Fireball, he can go, honestly, just about anywhere, and that means bombs could be in many, many places. Bombs, I think, are really going to be the big thing in this seed.
Yeah, that's not something we see too often, unless you're in the primary tournament and bombs are on Vardis.
Yeah.
But it looks like Pyro's going back upstairs to Talon.
Yep. It looks like Pyro's attempt to get the Powerbomb RNG to cross Lava Lake has actually lost him quite a bit of time and has let I'll pull ahead of him a bit. Not too far, but still, that has cost him a bit of time.
Yeah, that's given up a good little under a minute lead here, just on the decision to not take that gamble, and he's going to third. I would assume both of them are going to Chozo at this point, because that really is all you can do.
Yeah. Worth noting that the developers of Randomizer did not consider that check like the Lava Lake check was considered unlikely enough that it's flat out not in logic for you to cross Lava Lake with only one power bomb. They just decided they didn't want people having to deal with spending a half hour trying to farm power bomb RNG.
So it's not in logic with one power bomb.
Yeah, it's not in logic with one power bomb.
Okay.
Of course, that doesn't mean you can't do it, but the game won't assume. The rando won't assume you can do it. Ooh, and it looks like Pyro is going back to get his overgrown cavern artifact.
Maybe go to far Chozo while he's at it, do everything from the backside.
Unfortunately, I don't believe he will be able to do so as he doesn't have bombs.
That is true.
And yeah, it looks like it was just nothing in Rune Shrine. And a missile at top of Rune Shrine. At least it wasn't the complete Ruined Shrine of missiles.
I guess it wasn't nothing.
Yeah.
It's kind of tough to distinguish the nothing from, I would say Gravity Suit's the hardest one to distinct it from. Because the glitchy text is kind of purpley.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. But you can make a reasonable argument for everyone. Although the real problem is when trying to see it with X-ray or thermal visor, because you oftentimes can't get color in those.
And it looks like Op is going for Tower of Light. Not deciding to not peek it. Although technically Tower of Light's not in logic without Spider Ball anyway, so it's not too likely that this is something important. That watch me eat my words in about.
I mean, it's Tower of Missiles. That's a pretty safe bet, mate.
I don't know. We just in the next second we brought up Ice Beam. I mean, look what happened.
You have a point. Looks like Op's having a bit of trouble getting up the second dash. Is that the second dash? Yeah, I believe that's the second dash. Yeah. Just doing an R jump.
Yeah, gets it done.
Yep.
And now Pyro's gonna get the news that the artifacts are, for the most part, pretty generous today.
Yep. And looks like Captain was right.
Well, we can still check this. This, I do believe, I think it still expects gravity in these settings, right?
No, I believe this is actually one of the few checks we have enabled.
Okay.
I think it's... Although, fun fact about this check, even though it is very possible to do it with without space jump, it is actually always required to have space jump to do this trick, purely because it's actually not possible to do it if you don't have space jump, but do have gravity.
Oh yeah,
because
you can't get enough height.
Yeah, because water physics drastically increase the height you can get off slope jumps. So to avoid any seeds that could potentially be impossible if you just picked up gravity earlier, they made it so this trick will always require space jump no matter what.
Good call. But
yeah.
Op is...
Well, it does look like Op is having a bit of trouble with it. Yep. That's a new way, but hey, that worked.
That's an interesting one. I'm gonna have to ask about that.
Yeah.
Pyro now in Ruin Shrine as well, following in Op's footsteps here.
Captain, you might want to turn your mic up. Some people in chat are saying that they can't really hear you.
Yeah, that's weird because it's coming through clean on Discord. Yeah, hang tight, folks.
Yeah, you've been kind of sounding kind of robot-y for me, but I don't know, that could just be me and a side effect of the new commentary stream thing, as the death of Flash required SpeedGaming to rework pretty much a lot of their commentary stream infrastructure.
Yeah, we have a minute here, thankfully, since our runners will be swinging through Chozo here, so let me see what I can do.
Oh, never mind. Apparently chat's saying you sound a bit robot-y to them as well. And it looks like Ruin Shrine will end up being completely useless.
I'm sorry, I wasn't expecting Sonic Unleashed to start playing here.
Surprise music stream chat.
Well, I safely could say I wasn't ready for that today.
You might want to mute it just so we don't have to worry about copyright from this.
Stand by. Keep talking in the meantime.
No. Looks like Pyro did finally find X-ray, and it looks like that was what the vault led by was. I know we are curious. Oh boy, audio just had a big.
I switched out.
Yeah, and thermal visor was on watery hull access.
My apologies about that, folks. Gotta give them notice.
Yep. Surprise jazz music.
Although I do appreciate the
Yep. Watery hull.
Yeah.
Although,
No, the tree.
may not the tree. Oh yeah. But, would it really be randomizer if random stuff didn't happen?
I mean, fair. So I guess the logic thing we can now say was space jump to X-ray to all that stuff we were mentioning earlier.
Yep. Pyro Paper Plane's taking time to go grab Lava Lake the vanilla method.
And it looks like Watery Hall is
Oh, and there's the bombs in training chamber access.
given that we have various grapple.
Yep, and wave beam.
That was like a nothing in training chamber.
Yeah, I think that was a nothing. Should be fine? I don't know. Chat, what do you think? I can hear him fine, but...
I'm maxed out in Discord too.
Yeah. Still can't hear Captain, they say.
Probably either. Try something.
Do you think maybe the rest of us are too loud? Should I try turning...
I'm gonna try something.
Looks like Albus heading off to get his bombs. And looks like just a nothing in good old Ruin Gallery. The good old item that causes a lot of delays, and it's just enough of them whenever you think to check it ahead of time. Real question for Pyro is, where is he going to go next? 'Cause he really has almost the entire seed open to him at this point. The only major items that are really locking progression for now are Spider Ball, Gravity Suit, and Super Missiles.
Yeah, and even them super missiles, we don't even need supers right now.
Yep.
That better not be supers involved. Because we just said that.
If it did, oh boy.
Whatever it is, Pyro's getting it.
Yep. Could just be an E. Oh, no, no, I need to go make a delicious lunch made of words.
No, it's an ice spreader. It's okay. He has to stop, Pyro has to stop.
Maybe just stopping to think and route.
Yeah, that's ice spreader.
Yeah. Well, oh, you're stuck with me for now. Yeah, never mind, we have Captain back.
Yeah, that was what I was gonna do. Discord.
Sounds at least pretty different to me.
Fascinating.
Yeah. Chat, how does it sound to you? Pyro going around and reading his hints again. Looks like Off had similar routing ideas and is... Oh, never mind. He is going to be checking the vault area too, and he's going to grab his X-ray. Interesting to note that Pyro did not ever go into Watery Hole, I believe, and grab Thermal.
Did not, that's very true. Although thermal you can get away without, let's be honest.
Yeah, it really only makes a difference for Essence time.
Essence time, logic for Thardis. Ooh, oh, that's not funny. Actually, no, it's hilarious.
Comedy.
You'll love to see it on SpeedGaming.
Yeah, so far it's been pretty back and forth between the two runners. Also based off some routing decisions they've made. I'd imagine Pyro's thinking he can clean up and do backwards Chozo later with bombs, if he ever needs to. Who knows, this might be the rare seed without Zoid.
Alright, I just did a change on my Discord audio. Let's see if that fixes it.
Kinda sounded louder to me, but I don't know.
Well,
I'm not good at that stuff. Ooh, that was a very nice dash on Pyro to climb up, this is Monitor Station, right? I think it's Monitor Station.
Yeah, Monitor Station. This is gonna be an artifact and transport tunnel A.
Yep. I always mix up Monitor Station and Workstation.
I turned off the noise reduction feature on Discord. I guess it didn't fix everything.
Yeah. I don't know what else we can do, chat. Looks like Pyro's going to grab the lower Warrior Shrine item. Just a missile. Weird to think that, if Spider Ball, Supers, or Gravity aren't required, this might be Bomb's Go mode. because I don't believe any of their other artifacts really require anything they can't do right now. So yeah, this might be a bombs go mode seed.
Well, and both runners already have bombs.
Yeah, so they're already in go mode, I think.
Well, no, they're in phase-on suit.
Oh, yeah, phase-on suit. Good old phase-on suit.
Yeah, that's actually pretty much the only crutch left in the seed is phase-on suit. Otherwise,
Yep.
yeah, our runners are just about in go mode because you can do storage depot without spider ball, right?
Yeah, Storage Depot A is vanilla flamethrower, which
Oh yeah.
I believe it even in logic can be done without spider ball.
I think I was thinking B, which is all the way up top, vanilla grapple.
Yeah.
Have we seen any yet?
I don't think we have. I know we saw a few in the tournament, but we did not. I don't think we've seen any in the weekly so far, unfortunately. I've never actually seen any myself personally outside of the streams, which is, I don't know, a bit disappointing.
Yeah, for those who aren't aware, there is a 1 in 1,024 chance that
Yeah. It's a little Easter egg that Bash added in the implementation for 2.0.
Yeah.
Actually, I believe it was someone else's idea, but then they just implemented it, and then Bash immediately said, yes, that's a great idea, it's going straight in.
It is a great idea, let's be honest.
Yeah. It's a little something exciting in your good old randomizer.
Think about it, the life growth artifact is
Yeah. So, Spider Ball is logically required, but our runners will not really need that.
Oh, you know what it is? It is spider required because Ice Ruins East is the lighthouse, the tower item. So yeah, they absolutely need spider ball.
Ice Ruins East. Oh,
Because they
there's
checked
an
the
artifact
ice.
there.
Yeah, Pyro checked the ice, and it's not there. So.
Oh, that is unfortunate. So yep, don't worry guys, there is still room for this seed to be cursed. There is room for this to be a bait seed.
Yeah, we could absolutely still have like supers on supers in like deep labs or something.
Yeah, and then Spider Ball and Biohazard.
Although honestly, we could have supers pretty darn far down in the seed, given that we now have basically access all the way down mines.
Yep.
Well, most of the way, a good chunk of the way. Because I think past MQA, you're expected to still have Spider Ball, right?
Yeah, that is true.
So yeah, I think honestly at this point, I think anything past MQA is pretty much dead.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Besides the phase-on suit, obviously.
Yep, good old phase-on suit. It's like that Simpsons joke where it says like, oh, you guys are searching for phase-on suit again? Don't you get bored of that? Good old phase-on suit hunts. Nothing beats phase-on suit hunts.
I don't think there was anything of note in Chapel of the Elders. I don't think Chozo Light have had anything of note either. So yeah, we're kind of slowing down a little bit now. Finally, getting a chance to look at the rest of our stuff. Well, by the rest of our stuff, I mean by the whole phase on suit. Hard to go check the candy now. Not a bad call. Head right now because they're both pretty much the same thing. I guess it is enough because
I think Pyro has done the Ice Temple check, so he's probably ahead by like a minute or so, but it's nothing major, especially in Randomizer.
Yeah, nothing crazy. Yeah, final bosses can easily make or break a race as
Although, just took a look at the race time chat. It does unfortunately look like Arrow Razor did forfeit as they soft lock themselves. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Oh, and apparently Ginger Chris is also saying they lost 10 minutes to an early soft lock.
Yeah,
So,
I imagine the late morph ball throwing runners on today.
Yeah, if I had, yeah, that could probably be quite a few people. If I had to guess, I'd imagine some other runners just jumped into Ruin Shrine earlier.
Yeah, they probably saw the item and went after it to get out.
Yeah.
Morph ball is in a pretty dumb spot today too, let's be honest.
Yeah, it's not often you see Morph Ball at top of Root Cave.
Yeah, space jump was an artifact temple, so you had to get this. Go back to artifact to space jump. Go back to vault to get vault ledge to get X-ray.
Yep.
Then go back to transport tunnel A for is it A or B? That's the one for Magmorn. I always get them mixed up. B, excuse me, because A is in Magmorn. Transport tunnel A, B rather, get grapple. Then you can do Root Cave for Morph Ball. Go get Plasma Beam, and then go back for Arius. That stinks.
I think I saw a beam combo in the Hydra.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, got it.
I'm pretty sure.
But I suppose that would explain the lack of raid shots.
Yeah, no, Pyro has not hesitated to display some displeasure when moments like these come across.
Yeah. And that being said, it can't be super missiles in there, so I imagine, and he already has the ice beam, so the only thing it's really left for it to be is flamethrower. So, or well, I was going to say I was a beam combo, so.
Yeah, relatively.
Yep.
Save, I don't blame him.
Yep. Not even saving, just going for the energy restore. But yeah, absolutely cannot blame him on that. Yep. He was pretty generous with E-Tanks early on, but hasn't really given them any since the early game.
Looks like Pyro is nailing the control tower skip.
Yep.
You thought Middle Earth was famous with the 2 towers? Nah, Tower did it first.
Although, technically, isn't it 3 towers in there? There's like the 2 elevator ones, and then there's the one you knock down. Although, I suppose there's only 2 towers afterwards.
Yeah, Tower 4 becomes Middle Earth later. Arrow Razor bombs were in... I actually forgot.
Training chamber access.
That's the one. So they were behind the obnoxious chain that we have just recently described as.
Yeah. His seed was, yeah. The chain that led to bombs was not exactly generous. The beams were very generous, but bombs were not.
We're still going kind of slow here, looking for Spider Ball and Phazon Suit. We actually have not found anything since Randomizer.
Yeah. Although, looks like Air Razor did end up soft locking below Warrior Shrine. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's gravity.
Yeah, I thought I saw blue lines. The blue, yeah, that's definitely gravity.
I find it interesting how, we've become so accustomed to the Phazon suit model. Despite the fact that it was actually invented for this patch, there is no Phazon suit model in vanilla. The Omega Pirate just falls on you. Yeah, like everyone is so accustomed to the fact that the phase-on suit model is the thing, but it's not in the original game. They had to mod it in.
Very nice of them to do so.
Yeah. Yep. Interesting how both of the runners ended up with different visors.
Yeah, and actually now that we have gravity handle, that does
Oh boy!
Biohazard, or something else in Biohazard. Fireball and Biohazard.
Ooh.
Yeah, Pyro got X-ray out of Vault Ledge, Bob got Thermal out of... Where was it?
Watery Hall Access, I believe.
That's the right one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Pyro elected to not go back to Chozo after
Getting bombed. He did go there briefly to get bombs, but after that he left almost immediately. And I don't know, but for some reason Ob just never checked the Vault Ledge.
Both runners will be able to basically be full clear far from Thrawn, excuse me.
Yep. Not much even by vanilla logic, as Far from Drama has a lot of different checks required, but not often are all of them used.
Was still fusion suit, that R-jump model. That was weird.
Yeah, it can oftentimes take a bit for the suit model to upgrade. Yeah, I usually say it goes away after you morph in and morph out, but even then, he's already morphed in now. I don't know.
I wonder if it's because the suit transition occurred in a cutscene. Because it was
Maybe?
in Research Core. Either way, it should sort itself out soon enough.
Yep. Let's see, what's in Gravity Chamber? Missile on the Vault Ledge.
Whatever it is, Fire was not getting it.
I genuinely could not tell the comm stream was a comm checkerboard at that point.
Yeah, no, I had no idea what that was.
Yep.
You wanted that spider ball.
That would be great. Actually, I'm curious. I'll go check around various Twitch streams, see if anyone else has found Spider Ball.
Okay.
Or Phazon suit, of course. Oh boy, I think Inner Slice has found Phazon suit. That or he... Yeah, no, he... Oh! And he just found Spider Ball as well.
Well, then.
Yeah, spoilers!
Looks like Pyro got hit by a flicker bat on the way up to the security cave. So he's climbing up again. Don't tell me exactly where it is. I want to keep my Zoid dream alive in my head.
Of course, he was just finishing up Zoid. I'm willing to switch the audio over to Pyro's, as he does seem to be a few minutes ahead at this point.
Yeah, that's a safe bet now.
Yeah.
Oh, gotta boost my Discord audio now.
Thank you, VTX, our Lexus. Good to know that the sky is not made of diamonds.
Wait, so that song "Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds" isn't actually true? Good song, by the way, though. And it looks like Pyro has skipped Thardus, much to the disappointment of chat.
Yes, unfortunately. And
I think that was a suit. Pyro's
no, that's a spider.
Oh, is that Spider? Okay. Oh, right.
Yeah.
You said you saw Inner Slice pick up Spider.
Yeah. Although it is interesting to know that Pyro does not have Phazon suit at this point, while Inner Slice did have Phazon suit at that point. Who knows? Maybe Phazon suit is on Thardus.
I mean, it could be.
Yep.
I wouldn't say Workstation Spider Ball's the worst thing it could be, especially since it's on the way out of Mid-Fendrana anyway.
Yeah. Now I'm really curious where Phazon suit is, because I know Inner Slice had it before going here. Zoid is honestly a pretty likely spot for it.
It could be Zoid, it could be Ghosts, it could... Oh no, it can't be Ghosts, we don't have supers. Well, it could technically still be Ghosts, but that would just throw more questions than answers, let's be honest here.
Yeah, could be that Inner Slice did early wild.
Maybe. It is a wild trick in itself.
But yeah, Fendrana was honestly pretty barren. All it had in there was Gravity Suit.
That's definitely one of the most barren Fendranas I've seen, although Fendrana's not notorious per se for having a ton of items at once, but this is definitely pretty quiet compared to what we're used to seeing.
Yep, definitely.
Because yeah, at this point we are now on a Phazon suit hunt, and Phazon suit can literally be anywhere except Phazon Mining Tunnel. That's it.
Yep.
But,
of course, you can speculate based on where Inner Slice has managed to be before this, but that's just spoiling the fun at this point. I think pretty much all that says is it's probably not deep mines.
Probably.
Of course, our runners don't know that, but still.
Alright, looks like Pyro is doing the slope jump method to get this.
Yep.
Although I think there's like 2 slope jump methods, to be fair.
As with any large room with a lot of collision, there's many ways to climb up plasma processing, or to climb up geothermal core, and it's just that some of them are more popular than others.
Pyro Paper Planes playing plasma processing. Chat, we love you.
P3 wasn't good enough, we gotta go P6.
Now, Op has gone to Thardus. We'll see if he decides to fight. Could do pretty easily with Plasma Beam Thermal Visor, but looks like he's electing to skip it as well.
Unfortunate. There will be no Grignax today.
I'm so glad I started that in the tournament.
I believe it's from like Galaxy Quest or something, he said?
Yeah, it's Galaxy Quest. There's a rock monster that the main character faces.
Got it.
And this came out in 2002, and Galaxy Quest came out in 1999, I think. So they had to have known that. They had to have done that on purpose.
Yeah, maybe.
Although
Looks
there
like
was originally, to my understanding, there were supposed to be two of them, one in Phendrana and another in Magmor, but they ended up scrapping it and switching or saving that material for Hunters. They would have an ice and fire creature of same design in Hunters.
Not sure I know about the fact that there was supposed to be two Tharduses. We do know there was originally Phendrana was originally supposed to have a different boss, which looked like a very, very big Sheegoth. Or actually, I think it was like kind of like a Sheegoth gorilla or something like that. I don't know. It's weird. There's lots of images of it out there in concept art, and we do know that Thardus was originally supposed to be in Magmor. Not
Right.
sure that it was supposed to be in the game twice. I imagine it probably would have gotten panned a lot, considering a lot of casual players are not fond of Thardus because of how long it takes, and having it be fought twice would probably be a bit unpopular.
Yeah, I can understand that being a bit of a discouragement, to say the least.
Yeah.
But yeah, right now we don't have a lot happening. Pyro's gone back to retrieve the Ice Runes East artifact and is heading back to Magmor. Let's see where he decides to go from here. If he decides to route in Chozo, which seems like the better play right now, because Pyro has still not really gone suit deep into Chozo yet.
Yeah. I think the latest room he actually went to is Ruined Fountain. I don't think he touched anything past that.
That is true, because he went and got bombs in TCA and then called it a dive.
Yep.
To answer a question in chat, the artifacts are not in vanilla locations. We only need 6 of them in these settings, but they are randomized amongst the item pool. So I'm not gonna lie, Monitor Station's pylons back there sounded like car horns the first time I heard this recently. And I thought somebody near my apartment was beeping their horn.
I will have to pay more attention next time I'm there. If this does, I will probably never be able to forget this, and I will never forgive you, Captain.
And that means I've done my job well.
Oh boy, a sound effect replacement mod. That sounds like an excellent and terrible idea at the same time.
Majora's Mask has randomized sound effects, and it is amazing. Their recent version actually just randomized the instruments. So now you can have the instruments sound like water flowing, Crybaby Goron. The list goes on.
That sounds awful. One of those. That sounds like suffering.
No, Echoes is suffering.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright, Alright, it seems like there really has just been a case of follow the leader this seed between the two. They really haven't split anywhere. Op had a nice, Op had a bit of an advantage coming out of, before getting bombs because of skipping Lava Lake, but or not attempting Lava Lake, but has fallen behind. I think it's mostly due to execution for the most part. I don't think Op's done anything differently by comparison.
Yeah, their routing has been pretty similar.
Alright, so yeah, Pyro is now going to go to Chosen. I assume he's going to clear the place out looking for Phazon suit.
Yeah, that just makes sense.
Yeah, we already know this is missiles, so he's not going to go for those. But yeah, he's going towards Zoid.
Could be on Flagra.
It could do. Wouldn't be nice, but it could be.
Yep.
French vanilla suit. Looks like Pyro is... Yeah, not going to water. Yeah, he's going to Zoid. I was gonna check this first.
Yeah.
Now he's gonna go to Watery Hall, get Thermal.
Yep.
We'll see if he gets Wave Buster while he's at it. He can also check Upper Dynamo, which Op was not able to do so previously due to a lack of Spider Ball, which is, again, not a brilliant spot, but it'll do.
Yeah. I don't believe it can have Phase on Suit, as Air Slice just got Spider Ball right when I saw it, so unless he pulled a floaty jump while we were not watching, probably not there.
Fair enough.
For those who don't know, floaty jump is basically an insane trick you can do in shows that requires going to fight Flagra and then doing some shenanigans to stay up there, and it basically drastically lowers your gravity value somehow. I don't understand. I have never pulled it off. I believe even high-level runners don't really use it that often. I believe Bash was quoted as been saying it's dumb. But yeah, it's technically possible, and I believe it's the only way to get Dynamo without Spider Ball that we know of.
I wasn't aware this game had a moon jump code. Oh. Okay.
There's Flamethrower.
I forgot that was there. I think actually Op deliberately... Oh, got bugged.
Fun fact, just put bombs down when you're approaching and it will fly away. Doesn't even need to be close to it. I've been taking quite a bit of damage, honestly, going around here.
Yeah, he's playing very aggressively here, because at this point, Pyro has put Chozo behind for so long, it's fairly likely that something we're looking for is here.
Yeah.
Phase on Suit, I should say, is here.
Yep.
If it is on Zoid, I'm gonna laugh.
Yep. The one time you don't do Zoid, Phase on Suit.
Yeah, this health scenario going into Zoid is not brilliant, but could survive getting pinned for a second or two.
Yeah, I'm not too worried, especially considering he has 2 suits.
That is true. That is a 20% damage resistance bonus. I don't even think you need to do a charged ice shot here.
Yeah, no, uncharged shot will one-shot everything in the fight, even the Hornets. Or the War Wasps.
Yeah, it's just amazing how overpowered beams in the early game areas are.
Yeah, that is true. Although, honestly, most of the time I found I just end up using Power Beam anyway whenever I go back through Chozo Ruins, just because of the rapid fire.
Oh, yeah.
Really helps for just taking out Scarabs and Shriek Bats a lot easier. The wave... Oh, yeah. Although other
Pyro is tapping the arm cannon to the drum.
Think you might be right. Alright, let's see. Is Zoid trolling us today?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, yes, he is. He's always trolling us.
Depends on your perspective. I wonder how the actual dev nickname Zoid feels about our affectionate term for the boss.
Well, I think Well, I remember him joining a AGDQ call when Claris was running this a long time ago.
Yeah, maybe I'll have to look it up sometime, because that sounds funny.
That was a pretty good run. I think that's also when Claris debuted her Central Dynamo Maze program.
That sounds like something very awkward to be on the receiving end of. Yeah, here, I created an entire program that maps out the RNG, just so I don't have to deal with the thing you coded.
Well, it's not that it maps out the RNG, it just tells you after the maze is generated how many squares it's going to be after, when it starts. So it's not like it circumvents the RNG or anything, it just displays how big, it just more conveniently displays how big the thing is.
True. Looks like Op is heading down to mines, though, so this is really our first big broad divergence in the seed between these two.
That is true, and in both cases, they're only looking for Phazon suit at this point. So as long as they don't, have to go to well, it might be at Frigate, all things considering. There are
it could be.
There. Shoutouts to that one seed, one tournament seed. I can't remember. I know Diggle was racing, but I don't remember who else it was. But it was supers in Hydroaxis Tunnel, followed by Plasma Beam and Biohazard. Something was up there. I think that was a nothing.
Yeah, I think that's a nothing. Yeah, I remember that seed you were talking about. That was bad. And of course, still remember that while our runners can collect all the artifacts right now, they still don't have them. So our runners are still going to have to route those items in, which I believe are Storage Depot A and Life Grove Tunnel.
Right, and thankfully they're not that far away when you consider how close Life Grove. Oh, I forgot about that.
Captain, we get it. Surprise Jazz is nice, but
we gotta play it safe if it comes to like DMCA hiccups and all that jazz.
Yeah, all that jazz is preventing more jazz.
Yeah, this is what's supposed to be funny.
I'm guessing Pyro just has custom music going on.
Yeah, there is some nice custom tracks for Prime, to be perfectly honest. There was one track I was listening to that I really enjoyed. It's a Prime they made power bombs.
Oh, those would have been nice a long time ago.
And Bob's been doing fine without the excess power bombs. Let's see what's in Hall of Wonders, and it's another missile tank.
Really curious how Innerslice managed to find Phazon suit so early on. Was it really on Thardus?
Maybe it was in Elder Chamber, because Elder Chamber was pretty free to see.
That is true, it could be Elder Chamber.
Well, freedom Oh. Yeah, no, he's gotta open it the hard way.
Oh, looks like Innerslice has finished up. And he is in chat. Hello, Innerslice. Yeah. We're just trying to figure out how you managed to get Phazon suit, because I remember I just checked on your stream once, just collecting Spider Ball with Phazon suit, and we're just trying to retrace your steps and figure out where you found it. And yeah, in the race time chat, Pyro has submitted how for Interslice's victory.
Unfortunately, if Pyro gets more from chat, then Alpha's unfortunately going to be not in the right direction. Guys,
that's super missiles. That's could be very good or very bad.
As that charge beam shot really out of space.
Oh, just doing the infinite boost to clip through the elite research wall. Pyro actually going out his way to collect the antechamber missile. Guess he's just not expecting to have to go back through frigate crash site and worry about the flying pirates.
I was actually having trouble boosting through the wall here.
There we go.
Man, I know the spin dash was powerful, but I didn't think it was that powerful.
Of course, you just have to build up speed for 12 hours. Yeah. And coming up, good old Life Grove Tunnel. Yep. Object permanence appears to be a problem subject for elite pirates. Yep.
The artifact pyro is missing is currently
Storage Depot A.
Bob is getting it right now.
Oh, there's the Phazon suit.
That's, considering LGT was required, that's actually not a bad spot.
Yeah, not at all. Yep. Yep. Looks like Pyro's a bit salty in race time chat as he's just put in, I should have committed to my OG plan. Yep.
Back to his audio now.
Yeah.
Sound warning. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I think Ops audio is a lot louder than Pyro. Pyro landing the bar skip after not too much trouble. It is bar skip after all, but still, not too bad.
I just consider getting an achievement, although, granted, I don't play Prime Rando, but even still.
I mean, you're not wrong.
It sounds like one of those tricks where it's another one of those rite of passages, as you say, to master that.
I don't think anyone masters bar skips. They just get it up so they can get it within 20 tries.
Right.
It's a pretty inconsistent trick. But thankfully, since you can try it over and over, it's not too bad. Although, funnily enough, I think the consensus among Primrose is that reverse bar skip is actually easier to do than regular bar skip. Of course, it doesn't really come up often, since if you are coming from the reverse direction, you can really, and have boost ball, you can just do it normally, but still.
Bar skip, skip.
Huh, never mind, apparently Interslice disagrees with me. Well, I'm not an authority.
But yeah, this routing actually is gonna work out really well for Pyro, but does kind of need one of those power bombs. There we go. getting bullied a little bit by turrets, but at least it's only turrets and not bees.
I mean, what are turrets but just things, boxes that shoot bees at you?
Well, they do sting, let's be honest.
Yep. Looks like Op's done.
Yeah, he's got to be really careful here. I think every hit does
10 damage.
Yeah, it's a lot of damage even with 2 suits.
Yep. And of course, this is a fun place for our runners to be high-fiving.
Yeah, this would also probably would have been a good time for Op to break out that Wave Buster, but he skipped it in Watery Ball already.
Rare footage of Wave Buster in action.
Yeah, basically a stark contrast on the efficiency of both of that room. And that's going to be Pyro's 6th artifact.
Pyro is collected all of the artifacts and is ready to get off to fight the Prime.
Just verifying real quick, and yep, that is 6 yellow dots.
Yep.
And it looks like Op is, let's see what he decides to do. I think he's hitting the Storage Depot B. Doing a long shot grapple there, very nice. Come to think of it, you mentioned in the race time Pyro's OG plan. I think his OG plan was to keep doing Chozo.
Yeah, that's probably it.
I think that's what he meant by OG original.
Yeah, considering he had all the beams, he could have just headed off fairly easily.
Yeah, because Phazon wasn't... It was Spider Ball locked, actually, when you think about it.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, because going through Chozo would have put him here. Right, yeah, because... Yeah, that makes a lot of sense now.
Yep.
Did they did Magmor right away, Inner Slice? Yes, they did. Although the chain for... We decoded the logic chain, and it's pretty... It's back and forthy, but it's not, like, terrible, you know what I mean? Because it was, you know, missiles to space jump at the temple, to X-ray on Vault Ledge. With only missiles, you can at least get grapple in Transport Tunnel B, so that puts Root Cave into logic, so that way you can go get Morph Ball, go get Plasma Beam, go back to Arbor Chamber to get
Various Suit.
So that was the chain for Various Suit. And then you need to get a Power Bomb tank to get Boost Ball, Boost Ball in Short Tunnel, so that you had logical access to Wave Beam, so that you can go get Gravity and Labs. Actually, Gravity wasn't required today.
Yeah, Gravity was not required, so Syndrana was really honestly dead outside the artifacts.
Pretty much. Never got Gravity. Gravity was in Research Core. Op's about to get Phazon Suit, actually, so unfortunately this is only Artifact 5, as I think he's missing... He is missing an artifact, I just can't remember which one it is. Not Life Grove Tunnel, another one. He got Storage Depot A, that was number 4. this is 5. I'm trying to remember what his number 6 is going to be.
I honestly don't know.
Ice Ruins East. He never went back to Ice Ruins East.
Yeah, that'll be it.
And that's actually a problem, too, because Ice Ruins East is very far from here. I would say it is Pyro's race to lose at this point.
Yep. Even if we are just missing it, and he does have that artifact, Pyro's just pretty far ahead as life growth. I mean, while they're not the furthest away rooms, they're not exactly right next to each other either.
Yeah, it's a bit of a walk. But yeah, that's Ops go mode at 119.18. And yep, he's 1 artifact short. Oh, Overgrown Caverns his last artifact. Never mind.
Oh, huh, that actually works out really nice for him.
It works out, so he's going to place with a respectable time, but just unfortunate that he was a little later to the bandwagon for Phazon Suit than Pyro was.
Yeah, just the decision to go Labs first just ended up not really working out for him.
I think Pyro is attempting a flyby boost here. Didn't look like, nope, no hit. Alright, successful boost takes Metroid down to 20% HP because for some reason Metroid is boost wall, but he gets immediately invincibility carded.
Yeah. Space Dragon's gonna Space Dragon.
And it doesn't get any better in Prime 3. It's not too bad, but it doesn't get much better. Although in Corruption Rando, you don't fight the first version. You can only fight Omega Ridley. Yeah, on the subject of that, as we're kind of closing things out, you know, if you're thinking about getting into the Prime Randomizer community, now really is the best time to do so, because we have the Prime Weeklies every Sunday at 3, the Echoes Weekly every Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, I should stress, and we just got, Valve just got Corruption Rando working in November, so...
and there's also multi-world going on.
Oh yeah, Echoes has multi-world, yeah, it's great.
I believe people are just continually determined to set a new record for largest multi-world every week, and they get progressively dumber every week.
Yeah, it also becomes progressively the largest amount of BK mode time.
Yup.
But yeah, Ops got Artifact 6 now and is heading to Artifact Temple. So yeah, Op is going to end up, you know, despite the divergence, despite the late arrival on Phazon Suit, should still end up with a pretty respectable time here. Yep, here's Metroid Prime. And Pyro's in pretty good shape for this. Has both visors, Ice Spreader, and never mind.
But he's got Ice Spreader and Super Missiles and a good quantity of missiles, so this is probably going to be a pretty faster fight.
I may have missed something. Where were Supers?
I believe they were Elder Chamber.
Oh, that's actually not a bad spot for them either. Considering they're near path to Phazon Suit. I can't believe I missed that. That's usually something I'm good at noticing. Looks like Off is also attempting for the flyby boost.
Yep. Decently fast sub chamber 1 for Pyro.
Yeah, Yeah, Op's gonna be down super misses for this fight, but honestly, that's not a huge, that's not the worst detriment to have. The worst detriment, I would say, is having no combos at all. Not to mention, although Op does have a disadvantage going in here without X-Ray Visor.
The worst disadvantage is to go in here without Charge Beam, but that's not really a thing in these.
That's the absolute worst.
Yeah, it basically like doubles the length of the fight.
Looks like Op's having no trouble here with Ridley. Ridley has been very cooperative with both runners today. Ooh, Op almost got... Oh, Op managed to get the snipe, but got the invincibility.
Yike. Ridley just loves to do that whenever you try and do that. At least it does tend to reset his AI, and he tends to roar right afterwards and not just charge again and again.
Yeah, all in all, both Ridley fights were pretty solid for both runners, so nicely done to both of them. But yeah, both runners ended up playing pretty well today. I think, yeah, Pyro just decided to go life growth sooner rather than later. Just studiously avoiding mines ended up being the correct play today.
Yep. Mines and Fendrana were both pretty empty. It was really all entirely just Talon, Chozo, and Magmore.
Yeah, Talon and Magmore in particularly were the two stack spots. I was about to say, I'm pretty sure one of those is still up. Those orbs are still up. I'm trying to remember what was in Magmore. Magmore had Boost, Wave Beam, Ice Beam immediately after. We're in Subchamber 4 now for Pyro, so... Oh, Jack and Jill bullying off a little here.
Oof, yeah.
Electing to go for the slope jump crater center skip.
Yeah. He will burn a power bomb on Jack and Jill, but fortunately, Alp actually does have main power bomb, so that's not nearly as big of a deal as it would be for Pyro.
It's not that big of a deal.
Although
they're mainly used for essence at this point. Although,
yeah, he only has 2 out of 6 left. Did he not ship save?
must have not ship saved. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really want to watch out for the plasma blast. Even on 3 suits, that still does like almost 80 damage if you counted damage over time. Although Pyro's been doing very good with energy conservation this fight. Both runners are running at least 6 E-tanks, so 6 E-tanks, 3 suits. I'm not sure if I still have eyebrows after those things exploding right in Samus's visor, but I'm gonna assume her eyebrows are still fine.
Does she even have eyebrows? I mean, she is part bird.
She does.
Yeah.
I think we just had an almost simultaneous falling land on ground moment from both Samuses. That was actually pretty cool.
Yep.
Just
good old Pyro checking the weekly check to make sure that Bash hasn't modified it so to flamethrower.
Oh, that'd be hilarious if we actually found a way for a flamethrower in this fight.
That would be genuinely amazing.
Yeah, imagine that, an actual incentive for flamethrower.
Yeah.
Because there are like a couple of occasional incentives to use the other super combos and echoes, although very much to a low extent because it's very selective, but even still.
Yeah.
At least be useful.
Most of the other beam combos are pretty useful in Prime, or decently useful in Prime. Like Ice Spreader, I mean it's good. It has like the AoE freeze against Ice Pirates, and it just does a ton of damage against Prime.
Oh yeah,
But
Ice Spreader's a common one. Weight Buster is like scenario by scenario. Like,
Yeah.
Wave Pirates.
Yeah, Wave Pirates, it can be good. It can damage Flagra normally, which I mean, that could probably be useful in some scenarios. It's also probably the easiest way to kill Cloak Drone. Because you don't even need to have a visor to lock onto it, and it only takes like 30 missiles.
Alright, Pyro's now getting set up. Has actually had a pretty decent Essence fight, all things considering. It's not going to be a 3-pool, I don't think, but looks like it's just moving ahead to the 4th one. Although this is a little close to getting close in here. Oh, no, never mind. He went right. Oh, no, he went back. That's a little concerning. Ooh, got very lucky. I'm pretty sure that was dangerously close to a close get. But that is going to be GG for Pyro Pit, who will finish. If I can get race time loaded up here.
Yep, with in second place with a time of 1:29.49. Interesting how there was such a big gap between our first and second place. Yeah, Op is really loud right now.
Hello.
Hello.
I could have kept up with Interslice if I just committed to keep sticking to the artifacts.
Yeah.
Why did I do Chozo? I gave my one advantage away. How goes the stream? Nice. He's not far behind. Just getting the stream chat here on my end. There we go. Hi. Yeah, I totally forgot about that. You did 2 power bombs there, and I was really hoping one of those puffers would drop a power bomb. I don't even know if they do.
They can, but it's not exactly reliable to get one from them.
To get to the other side to find another power bomb expansion was just.
Yeah, that is pretty funny.
Thank you.
Considering there was one in Triclops Spin as well, I think that's some pretty good irony.
Yeah, exactly. Where were the bombs again?
Training chamber access.
Oh yeah.
They were behind Various Suit, which
Of course they were.
Which was behind Plasma Beam, X-Ray, and Space.
Right. No, I felt really good about it for the most part. Just that last decision when I left Magbor, got to Talon, I was like my original plan was to actually gun it for the artifacts, and then worry about the phasing suit. But then I worried about routing, and the fact that Chozo was so dense with items. And it did occur to me that I had Spider Ball and bombs, which no one would have gone beyond at the time. But when I saw Interslice commenting that he already had, GG at 104, I knew that it wasn't going to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, what kind of off by a couple of majority at workstation after getting ice cream and didn't find anything down there.
Oh, yeah.
Well, to be fair, he's not too far behind. He's finishing up Essence right now, so.
Yeah, that was a really
Yeah.
You bring up a really good point, because originally, when I came out Fendrana, I originally wanted to go to Mines, but then it hit me that I don't have Spider Ball, I'm not falling for the shafts again. Only for Spider Ball to be in Workstation, and that just kind of, I was like, what do I do? What do I do? I'm curious what Interslice, how his routing ended up going as well. And if anyone got the Varia suit without bombs and Morph Ball, etc. Because you can do it. Interslice mentions that he completely forgot that he needed Spider. Yeah, I had fingers crossed it was not going to be the Spider Ball check. Not that it really ended up making a difference for my routing, because Phazon suit ended up being my getcha.
Yeah, I've got a pretty decent third pool here, so one more pool.
I wanted to do the free pulls, but I did too many mistakes and I wasn't confident.
Bob is
So
actually missing X-Ray. He never went back to Vault Ledge, so he's actually looking down the
yeah,
And Essence is being super uncooperative right now, actually, because he's literally on top of him.
oh my god, yeah. And the sound, as we've commented about this every week, or every time someone does it without visor, it's just the sound design in that room is weird.
Yeah, I don't know. So, yep, we're gonna have to wait a pool.
Yeah.
That's very unfortunate.
Looks like Op has just finished up in the race time, so.
Curious
He
what,
eventually got it.
Yeah, here's the last one.
curious what Interslice was worried about, or like, because he said that could have gone a lot worse for him. Oh yeah, Spider, right? Yep.
That's GG for
Yeah.
that hiccup in mind still takes a spot on the podium. Very nice.
Curious how the others are getting on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm wondering, yeah, because all things considering, Phazon Suit, you had Life Grove Tunnel anyway, so Phazon Suit wasn't in the worst spot ever.
Yeah,
No. And if you, oh, TGC's almost done. Yeah, if you just committed to going to the artifacts, you would have found it. That's like one of the hardest things to do as a randomizer. I almost wish that, like, I remember when I joined the community first, I used to wish that you could get a hint for Phazon Suit just because it can be anywhere. Although I guess X-Ray could be in the same boat. And here's all.
Hey. GG.
Hey, GG, good game.
GG.
Congrats on still taking the podium.
Podium?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're in
third
top
overall.
3.
Huh?
You're top 3.
Oh. Thanks.
Yeah, so, what are your thoughts on the seed?
Well, let me see. When I went to Lava Lake and kept going, I felt like I was making a big mistake because I could have missed something back in Chozo, but turns out I was wrong. I was hoping Plasma wouldn't be there. Sorry, Phazon. I was hoping that wouldn't be there. And yeah, the routing felt like a mistake until I found Phazon. And yeah, now I'm happy with it.
Yeah, I think the only major split you and Pyro had is that you were the only one to go deeper into labs all the way to elite research. But unfortunately, there was or mines rather. I don't know if I said labs or mines, but into mines to elite research. And unfortunately, mines besides the artifact and most of Phendrana for the most part was pretty much barren today.
Yeah. Yeah, that's part of why I was uneasy about it.
I forgot to ask, did you enjoy my music?
Yeah, it came up a couple times.
Yeah, I've got more ideas for the future, but anyway.
Unfortunately, I don't think SpeedGaming is exactly very fond of that music, so we tried to switch off whenever that came up.
Oh,
Don't worry,
because
the chat
it's
did-
from it is from Sonic Unleashed, so I
Yeah.
figured it'd be fine.
Yeah, we're not. We didn't want to chance it though.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
But,
Anyway,
it did give us a good laugh though when it came up.
Yep.
that's what matters. That's what I
You
wanted.
thought you were dealing with ghost music, but no, surprise jazz.
But yeah, other thoughts for Op?
Wait, X-Ray was...
X-Ray was on Vault Ledge.
Yep.
Yeah, did you just not see that?
How did I miss that? Did I ever look?
We thought you looked.
Wait,
a
I
couple
thought I-
times.
No, wait, wasn't that thermal? I only have thermal, don't I?
You only have thermal. Yeah, that was in Watery Hall access.
I
But
thought I picked that up. Oh no, I went the other way. Okay.
yeah,
Ah,
it was interesting because we were just telling Pyro the logic chain for this was missiles, space jump, grapple beam, and X-ray to morph ball to plasma beam to various suit to bombs. So yeah, you had to go back and forth a lot for your late game care package, and then Stackmore Caverns had everything else.
yeah. Yeah, Magmore felt like a mistake until I got further in. I was like, nope, not at all.
TGC just finished as well. There's another finish right there. So everyone's pretty close together.
Except for Inner Slice, who just zoomed ahead of everyone.
Yeah. Oh man. I've got to watch his VOD to see where he went so different.
I'm
'Cause-
thinking of how it could have gone, and all things considering, yeah, I could see him routing, going from not Phendrana, from Stackmore to back to Talon to not Talon, back to Chozo, and go to Far Chozo to Life Growth.
Yeah.
Hall.
From what I've heard from his points in chat, I believe he just cleared out, after Stackmore, he just went back, cleared out Chozo, and then did some mines and came out the other end. He never found gravity, but considering that was pretty much the only important thing in Phendrana, that was pretty much it.
When I fell all the way down in main research, I was seriously contemplating just leaving it behind.
Was that even required?
It was not.
Nope.
Oh.
I just did it so I can get through Phendrana's edge quicker. And that was another thing. My movement there was really sloppy because I have been doing it. I always do Phendrana's edge in reverse for whatever reason, and I figured I really need to start practicing doing the normal way.
We were honestly thinking that Phazon suit, given how early it probably was, we thought it might have been on Zoid.
Yeah, that thought was on my mind.
Yeah.
Which I think
Yeah,
that's,
we were
yeah,
guessing,
same
considering
here.
Inner Slice got so early, we were guessing it was on Zoid.
I think that's why everyone decided to do Chozo, because like we're all because not only that, but the Dynamo as well.
Yeah, because Dynamo had the Validator, and Spider Ball was late.
Yep. Although Phase and Suit, it does not care about where it comes in, because there's just no logic to it, really.
Pretty much.
Otherwise, let's see who else is, like, I'm just want to quickly see who else is left. We've still got Alexis, Alexis Nightfire, Gollop, and Quizbull. Gollop is on Ridley. And then, so you won't be too far behind. And I think Alexis and Quizbull are...
Yeah, actually, I think Roboscout, you were mentioning earlier, I think Gollop was actually fighting OP at one point.
Yeah, someone in chat mentioned that.
Wow.
Gollop must have gotten. Gollop must have been looking for.
Spider, no,
It had
yeah,
to be Phazon, yeah, because Spider can't be past MQA.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that was another fault. Like, yeah, like up. I bet you felt that indecision when you. Well, you did go down to phase and mines though, but I guess
Yeah.
you fortunately didn't go into the depths, right?
No, that inner slice had finished right when I got into mine, so I figured if you finished that fast, you couldn't have fought OP.
That's true
At least
too.
I was hoping he didn't. So I chanced it and just kept going. Although I did full clear all of upper mines, unfortunately.
And that's what happens when you're looking for one item that can be just about anywhere.
Hmm.
But yeah, overall, all things considering, the artifacts in general were also not too bad.
Yeah, better than I expected based on the warm-up race.
Yeah, I think the only real artifact you had to backtrack for really was Ice Ruins East. That was about it.
Yeah.
That was not a good artifact, but aside from that, the artifacts were not too bad at all.
I was really hoping it was in the ice wall, that seed, but alas.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't have made a difference because of where phase and suit was. For me, anyway.
Oh, so Op, we have some comedy to share with you from earlier. I don't think you had finished by the time we were talking. So Pyro decided to try to go for Lava Lake with only one power bomb.
Hmm.
And couldn't get the RNG. And then after going around to Lava Lake, it had a power bomb.
Yeah.
And you had found main power bombs in mines, so we were like, well, that's not going to be an issue.
Yeah, I had a serious chuckle there. But yeah, I think that about does it for this. Like, unless there's any other thoughts.
Nothing out of me.
Nothing out of me.
Me neither.
Alrighty. Shall we do a sign off?
Sure.
Yep.
Alright.
Yeah. Fun Weekly. I have been Robo Scout.
I'm Captain MD13.
I'm Power Paper Planes.
I'm out.
And before we go, we do want to say, follow the runners, because they put on a great show for you today. Follow my partner RoboScout, and we also want to shout out and also follow Crash Boom Bang, our tracker. Amazing job today.
Thank you, Crash Bang Boom. Sorry, Crash Boom Bang. Wow, I had one job. I had one job. And also, thank you to SpeedGaming staff too, as always, for hosting this.
All right. With that said, folks, thank you for watching. We will see you next mission. Have a good rest of your night.
See you
See
next
ya.
week. 3 o'clock, hopefully.
Hopefully.
At Eastern. Bye.
Bye.